As it's celebrated today, the story of Christmas is a captivating blend of ancient pagan customs and Christian beliefs, a tapestry woven through centuries of history and tradition. Let's explore its origins, starting with the winter solstice, the year's longest night. This astronomical occurrence, significant across cultures, has been celebrated since ancient times. For instance, the Hopi Indians of northern Arizona observe Soyal with purification and dancing, while in Iran, Yalda marks this time with family gatherings, celebrating the triumph of light over darkness. In ancient Rome, Saturnalia, a festival celebrating the end of the planting season, echoed many modern Christmas traditions with its feasts, games, and gift-giving, while overturning social norms. Similarly, in Scandinavia, Yule, historically observed by the Germanic peoples, was a time of feasting and fire, where sacrifices were made to the gods and the dead, a tradition later merged into Christmas. Bede, an 8th century monk, described Julie, a period in the pagan calendar marking the returning sunlight after the winter solstice, not a festival in itself, but a significant time marker. In the 9th century, Yule became synonymous with Christmas. The establishment of Christmas in Christian tradition is a story rich with cultural amalgamations and evolving practices. The selection of December 25th as the birth date of Jesus Christ, first identified in a Roman calendar from AD 336, was not initially celebrated at all in the early centuries of Christianity. Scholars suggest that the date was chosen to align with pagan festivals like Saturnalia and the Dies Solis Invicti Nati, celebrating the winter solstice and the resurgence of the sun. This choice might have been strategic, facilitating the transition of Rome's pagan subjects to Christianity. The symbolic alignment of Christ, the Son of Righteousness, with the literal return of the sun after the longest night of the year, resonates deeply in Christian theology. As for the initial celebrations, Christmas began to be widely celebrated with specific liturgy only in the 9th century, not attaining the liturgical importance of Easter or Good Friday until later. This initial form of celebration intertwined Christmas carols with scripture readings, a tradition that has continued to evolve over the centuries. However, the celebration of Christmas was not consistent across all Christian communities. For instance, the Puritans in England and colonial New England viewed Christmas with skepticism, linking its practices to paganism. This led to a suppression of Christmas celebrations in various periods, notably during the English Civil Wars and in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. The Puritan leaders believed that only the Sabbath was sacred and opposed the celebration of Christmas due to its pagan roots and rowdy traditions, which included feasting, drinking, and masquerading. Despite these restrictions, many continue to celebrate Christmas, maintaining traditions such as feasting, mumming, and wassailing. The lifting of the ban on Christmas in Massachusetts in the late 17th century and its establishment as a federal holiday in the United States in 1870 marked a significant shift in the perception and celebration of Christmas. The evolution of Christmas from a raucous, adult-focused event to a more family-centered holiday reflects the broader cultural and religious shifts over time. Far from the children-focused occasion it is today, the early Christmas celebrations were filled with adult activities, feasting, and revelry. The incorporation of evergreen plants like holly, ivy, and mistletoe for decoration, and the transition from pagan winter festivals to a Christian holy day, illustrate the adaptive nature of cultural and religious practices. The Sol Invictus theory suggests a deliberate alignment of Christmas with the Roman celebration of the unconquered sun, a festival commemorating the winter solstice. This theory posits that early Christians, seeking to ease the transition of pagan subjects to Christianity, chose December 25th to resonate with existing pagan festivals. This strategic choice might have been less about adopting pagan practices and more about providing a familiar framework for new converts. When it comes to calculating Jesus' birth, Christian methods have their own symbolism. The absence of a specific date in the New Testament led to creative interpretations. One approach linked Jesus' conception to the spring equinox based on the idea of perfect symmetry in a holy life, leading to the selection of December 25th for his birth. This method reflects the early Christian endeavor to imbue the birth of Christ with cosmological significance, aligning it with the natural order and cycles. The influence of pagan festivals on Christian celebrations is undeniable. Many Christmas traditions, from the burning of the Yule log to the decorating of trees and the giving of gifts, have clear pagan origins. These traditions were absorbed, transformed and given new meanings within the Christian context, enriching the holiday with layers of cultural and religious significance. This brings us to the debate between integration and appropriation. The early Christians' approach to pagan festivals was less about appropriation and more about integration. This integration was a pragmatic approach to ensure the survival and spread of Christianity. It reflects a historical pattern where new religions often assimilate aspects of pre-existing beliefs to make the transition smoother for converts. In conclusion, the evolution of Christmas from a fusion of pagan and Christian elements is a complex and multi-layered process. It is a testament to how religions and cultures adapt and evolve, absorbing and reinterpreting elements from each other. This evolution is not just a historical curiosity, but speaks to the broader human experience of finding meaning, connection, and celebration in the depths of winter. The enduring popularity of Christmas, with its rich tapestry of customs and traditions, underscores its significant cultural and religious impact, reminding us of the ongoing dialogue between past and present, tradition and innovation.